Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, I'm Brian here at Honey Hemp Farms, and today I am inspecting my hemp field. And well, let me give you a little look-see at what's going on here. And here she is. Now I got 12 rows, 60 plants per row, which comes to 720 plants. Now I do have more plants in the greenhouse over there, but that'll be a later video. Now I am inspecting my plants, especially this first row, and I'll give you a little idea why. And this right here is the result of a prior inspection, and you'll see why here in a second. Now this first row is a CBD strain. Now we haven't grown, or excuse me, I didn't grow a whole lot of CBD this year. Just because we do have quite a bit of CBD distillate in stock. So we concentrated more on CBG strain. CBG is a more valuable distillate in the end. It's a more valuable cannabinoid. So that's why I'm concentrating on CBG. But we did do a little bit of CBD just so that we can, keep a good balance. Now, back to that plant that was missing up there, and there is a reason for that. And the reason for that is, well, see, let me start a little bit earlier. Seed companies. Seed companies are, well, they produce seeds, obviously, and the way that they do that is there's a couple different ways of growing seed. They can do it with colloidal silver, which they'll actually spray a pollinated plant with colloidal silver, and they can either just spray the entire plant, or they can do it, they can literally take a branch and stuff it into a bag and get that stuff all over that branch, and you can get seeds just from that one branch. If there's a particular strain you'd like to have seeds from and not pollinate your whole plant, you can do it with individual portions or parts of the plant. Another way that they'll do it is they'll do it through electrolysis. They will take a plant that's in a pot, and they'll place electrodes in the soil and run, I believe it's DC current, literally a battery, through the moist soil. And what that does is it shocks the roots and causes the plant to produce female seeds. It's a feminization process. Now, the problem with seed companies is that you have to be very careful of the end result, and that one up there is missing, and this one will be too. And some of you know why, but for those who don't, this is the dreaded male plant. This one has little clusters of balls, pollen sacs, that will have these pretty little white flowers that open up and throw pollen everywhere and can destroy your entire crop. Now, I know I put a video out earlier. You can go back and check that out, and it'll give you a little example of how that actually happens. But just to be brief, the pollen sac opens up, and the pistils that are coming out of the calyxes on the female hemp plant or cannabis plant, it's the same process for both hemp and marijuana. The pollen will fall onto the pistils, and then the pistils retract, and inside the calyx is where the seeds form. Now, this one plant right here could pollinate this entire field, and if the neighbors were growing something, it would pollinate his plant too. It just depends on the wind direction and how hard it's blowing. So anytime you have a male plant, you want to get rid of it, unless you are a seed company and you are trying to grow seeds, which we are not. So this guy here is going to be pulled by the end of the day, or if not, the end of this video. But anyhow, that's what the inspection is all about. Now, this first row, like I said, at least I think I said, is CBD. And then the first 25 plants of row 2, that is also a CBD strain. Those 25 plants are California Purple, and this first row here is California Sunrise, CBD. Now, the rest of the plants, plant 26 through 60 of row 2, is a CBG strain that I'm growing. It's called Eva's Gift. And then row 3, 4, and part of row 5 is all of the Eva's Gift CBG. The rest of row 5 that aren't the CBG, I started a CBD strain of cherry wine. Now those cherry wine plants, they are, well, they're much smaller, and they are a cloned plant that we received from our cloning guy. And they're much smaller. I don't think it's from genetics. I mean, obviously, honestly, I don't know. It could be genetics. It could be the time that I put it in the ground. But the difference is that these were cloned and these came from seed. And you always get a better crop when you grow from seed. You can't beat it. The genetics are brand new. The plants get they're their strongest. They have an excellent tap root, whereas clones, they throw roots out from the sides of the stalk versus growing that one strong main tap root deep into the soil. And therefore it supports a larger plant. But don't get me wrong, these plants are a very good strain. Now the cherry wine strain that's a CBD strain. They're very good. And then after that, let's see. Yes, that cherry wine. This is cherry wine. Now over here, the rest of these plants, the last 5 rows of my grow, man, there are beetles everywhere. The last 5 plants of my grow are a CBG strain that we've been growing for every year since I've been here. I believe this is my 5th grow. Yeah, I believe this is my 5th grow. Now the very first grow I did, I had the same amount, actually, yeah, I had the same amount of plants. This grass area right here, that actually had plants in it as well. I did not have the plastic, I did not have the irrigation system, and I tell you what, I watered every plant by hand, and if you've done it once, you'll know, like me, I'll never do it again. Watering every plant by hand is monotonous. It's time consuming. I mean, you kill yourself, and when the weather is terrible, that's all you're doing is watering. So now I have a nice irrigation system that I just turn on, I let it go, it does its own thing. And I relocated my irrigation system yesterday. I put it over there so that it can also service my greenhouse. The injector pump is here in the greenhouse. Actually, you see the greenhouse, duh. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect the rest of these plants, especially in row 1 and 2, because I cannot afford to have any males in this grow. They can ruin your entire crop. It stops bud production. It slows down the cannabinoids, the terpenes. I mean, there's still some in the plant, but it's nowhere near as good. I mean, I know that some of you probably from years past had received some of that brickweed that come up from South America or wherever it was grown. Because down there, those guys, they would take a handful of seeds and they would just throw them out into a field, and whatever grew. And they would harvest the whole field and dry it out, stick it in a vacuum seal bag, and send it north. And that's how you ended up with a really seedy bag. But that's marijuana, guys. That's not what I'm doing here. This is hemp. This is for CBD, medicinal. And beautiful day today. Here recently, here in Maryland, we've been getting 95, 97 degree days and just killer heat. And we had a nice rain shower here last night that gave us almost an inch of rain. So I don't have to worry about watering these girls for a day or so. And the temperature today is just absolutely beautiful. I think it's like 79. It's beautiful. But anyway, so I guess that's it for now. I've explained pretty much what's going on here today at Honey Hemp Farms. And I'm gonna go ahead and walk around and do a little maintenance. I might even hop on my tractor and cut a little bit of grass and get a few other things done today. Thanks for that rain shower yesterday. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, stop. Make sure you stop on by and take a look at our website at honeyhempfarms.com. We got all kinds of products. We got teas, we got tinctures, we got infused honey, we got all kinds of good stuff. So you can stop by and check it out. Check out for maybe a loved one or yourself or a friend, or just stop on by and see what we got. Check us out. So I guess that's it for now. That's honeyhempfarms.com. I can't leave that part out. Even though I may have already said it a couple times. I don't know. I've actually tried to recreate this video. This is like the third or fourth rendition of it, and for some reason I'm just not happy with it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with this one. But once again, I'm Brian, and this is Honey Hemp Farms, and I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye for now. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and as always, grow what you love and love what you grow. Take care, y'all. Hey guys. It's been a couple days since the field inspection video. I just wanted to add a little bit to the end of this video, and we just had a good storm come through here last night. Unfortunately, that is what happens with the wind that comes across this field. Some of these plants they literally explode or implode. All the branches just snapped and cracked and fell to the ground. But the reason for this video, I'm adding it on to the end of the field inspection video, is look what I found. Now this guy hadn't shown any male traits up until after that storm. We had a really nice day today. It got up in the mid to upper 80s. As opposed to the 103 degree temperatures that we were getting last week. So I guess these plants really enjoyed it. But this is the dreaded male, and he is coming out. See those pollen sacs in there? That is the last thing you want to see in a grow. So that's it for now, y'all. There he is. He's coming out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finally shut this thing off. But take care, guys, and stay cool out there. All right, y'all. Be safe.